Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we live. And let's continue our NBA Mount Rushmores by positions, the point guard, shooting guard, small forwards. Let's move on to the power forwards. So in these, I attempt to name the four best players in NBA history at the position I'm doing. So today, power forwards is a subjective list. Let me know in the comments who you would have included. Previously did Mount Rushmores by teams, NBA, NFL, NHL, MLB, four best players in each team's franchise. They are all in playlists. You can check them out. Now, let me say, power forward was extremely difficult. There was really six guys, and honestly seven, that have a very strong case of being on here. Um, I chose my four. I went back and forth with a few guys. I'll name a bunch of honorable mentions at the end. Definitely a bunch of viable candidates. So this one was probably the most difficult to limit to four. And one of the guys I have on here, it's debatable whether he's a power forward or center. I put him as a power forward. I'll mention him when I get to them. Players are named in alphabetical order. They're not ranked. Let's start with an active player, and I had him on, I had him off, I had him on. Decided he's just been too amazing to keep him off. The Greek freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo, taken with the 15th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. 10 games, 719 regular season games. Antetokounmpo career averages 22.6 points, 9.6 rebounds, 4.7 assists, 1.1 steals, 1.3 blocks, shooting 53.7% from the field. But if you just take a look at his last 6 seasons, he's averaging 28.8 points, 11.7 rebounds, 5.6 assists, and shooting 55.5% from the field. Really, over those 6 seasons, you would have had a case to argue he's the best player in the NBA. The Greek Freak was back-to-back MVPs in the 2018-19, 2019-20 seasons. Not only that, in the latter of those 2 years, he was also named the Defensive Player of the Year. He's also had MVP finishes of third twice, fourth, sixth, and seventh. He's an All-NBA first-team member 5 times and second-team twice. All-defensive first-team member 4 times and second once. The 2 years after he won MVP, well, the year after he won his back-to-back MVP, so 2020-21, he led the Bucks to the championship in historic Game 6 to close out the series. 50 points in that postseason, 30.2 points, 12.8 rebounds. Just was absolutely incredible showing. He was named Finals MVP for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo has been named to 7 straight All-Star teams. Each of the last 6 seasons has averaged at least 26.9 points, and every one of them has averaged double-digit rebounding totals. Gets to the line a ton. Career high 12.3 attempts last season. Has shot over 50% from the field in each of his last 8 seasons. His career is far from over. He will turn 29 on December 6th. He has 35 triple-doubles thus far in his career, the 12th most in NBA history. The first member of my power forwards Mount Rushmore, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Let's go with the guy again. Some people say center, some people say power forward. Of course, he played both a lot in his career. I'm putting him as power forward. Tim Duncan. First overall pick in the 1997 NBA draft. Went on to play 19 seasons, 1,392 career regular season games. Posting averages of 19 points, 10.8 rebounds, 3 assists, 2.2 blocks, shooting 50.6% from the field. Duncan's historic career saw him win 2 MVPs back-to-back seasons, 2001-02 and 2002-03. Also had MVP finishes of second twice, third, fourth twice, fifth twice, seventh twice, 8th, 11th, 12th, and 14th. Duncan was an All-NBA first-team member 10 times, second team 3 times, third team twice. All-defensive first team 8 times, and second 7 times. So 15 all defensive teams and 15 all NBA teams. A lot of people believe he should have won Defensive Player of the Year at least once. He did not, but Duncan won 5 NBA titles. Of course, played his whole career with the Spurs. In 3 of those, he was named the Finals MVP. Just consistently went about his business and did it in an incredible way. He averaged over 20 points a game in 9 of his first 10 seasons. Just averaged over double-digit rebounding totals in each of his first 13 seasons. Averaged at least 2 blocks a game in each of his first 10 seasons. He just did it all and was a pillar to the Spurs' success. For his career, he is 16th all-time in points with 26,496, 6th in rebounds, 15,091, and 5th in blocks with 3,020. Tim Duncan, obvious choice for the power forwards Mount Rushmore. Next, yes, this guy's had some off-the-court things that have people seeing him in a different light. We're not getting into that here. We're looking at what he did on the court. And for that, I am including the mailman, Karl Malone, who played 19 seasons in the NBA, 1,476 career regular season games, averages of 25 points, 10.1 rebounds, 3.6 assists, 1.4 blocks, shooting 51.6% from the field. Karl Malone won 2 MVPs in the 96-97 and 98-99 seasons. Also finished second, third twice, fourth 3 times, fifth, seventh 3 times, eighth twice, and 12th. He was an All-NBA first team member 11 times, second team twice, third team once. Made 3 All-Defensive first teams and 1 All-Defensive second team. Just was an incredibly consistent player, as for 17 straight seasons, Malone averaged over 20 points per game. His career high was 31 in the 89-90 season. He had a total of 10 seasons where he averaged double-digit rebounding totals, including 9 in a row from 86-87 to 94-95. Made 11 straight All-Star teams from 87-88 to 97-98. Also made another 3 in a row from 99-2000 to 2001-02. Fortunately, Malone never won a ring, but he did make 3 NBA Finals, back-to-back with the Jazz, where both of them lost to the Chicago Bulls, and in his final season with the Los Angeles Lakers, where they lost to the Detroit Pistons. But Karl Malone was just an historic player, at least in the regular season. His efficiency did drop a little bit in the playoffs, but he's third all-time in points, 36,928. 7th all-time in rebounds, 14,968. 61st in assists, 5,248. 12th in steals, 2,085. 70th in blocks, 1,145. And he's the all-time record holder in free throws made with 9,787. Karl Malone, the third member of the power forwards Mount Rushmore. And let's end with Dirk Nowitzki, 21 seasons in the NBA, all with the Mavericks. Nowitzki played in 1,522 career regular season games, averages of 20.7 points, 7.5 rebounds, 2.4 assists, shooting 47% from the field, 38% from three-point territory, 87.9% from the free throw line. Nowitzki's career averages dipped a little bit because he played until he was past 40, but just was a consistently awesome player, as from 2001 to 2011-12, 11 straight seasons, averaged over 20 points per game. Also did in the 2013-14 season. Nowitzki was named the 2006-07 MVP. Also had finishes of third twice, 6th, 7th twice, 8th, 10th twice, 11th, 12th, and 14th. Nowitzki was named to the All-NBA first team 4 times, second team 5 times, and third team 3 times. Nowitzki gave the Mavericks their first NBA championship in the 2010-11 season, where they defeated the highly favored Miami Heat. Nowitzki was named Finals MVP during that championship run. Saw his averages go up in the postseason as well, 25.3 points and 10 rebounds per game. So what more productive in the postseason than he was in the regular season, and he was awesome in the regular season, that is for sure. Nowitzki is 6th all time in career points, 31,560, 26th in rebounds, 11,489, 94th in steals, 1,210, 53rd in blocks, 1,281, and 16th in three-pointers made, 1,982. Dirk Nowitzki, the fourth member of the power forwards Mount Rushmore. So again, alphabetical order by last name, we have Giannis Antetokounmpo, Tim Duncan, Karl Malone, and Dirk Nowitzki. Now, the guy I had the hardest time leaving off, and I went back and forth between him and the Greek Freak, Charles Barkley. Barkley, another historic player, really had a hard time leaving him off. Definitely would understand if you included him. Of course, Kevin Garnett, another hard guy to leave off this Mount Rushmore. Definitely want to understand if you included him. And also Bob Pettit. I think he is another guy that has a strong case to be on here. But other honorable mentions include Kevin McHale, Elvin Hayes, Dave DeBusschere, Chris Webber, Dennis Rodman, Chris Bosh, Pau Gasol, and Dolph Schayes. So there you have it. My power forwards, Mount Rushmore. Very difficult one. Let me know in the comments who you would include. Tomorrow I'll do centers. Then Monday I'll probably end it off with head coaches. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.